What if I told you that the house you are about to pay for is not just beautiful, but maybe dangerous? That inside that fine tiled compound and freshly painted walls, something is waiting to eat your job, your joy, and maybe even your life. Jerry and Jennifer were just a happy young couple until they moved into a house that smiled in the day and showed its teeth at night. This is not your regular house story. This is the kind of story that makes you call your pastor before calling the agent. Sit tight. The compound is quiet, but something is moving. Babe, I think this our fridge is tired. It's just sighed. Jerry was standing shirtless in front of their one-room kitchen area, holding a plastic bowl of jollof rice that had refused to cool down. Jennifer didn't even look up from where she was folding clothes on their bed, which was also their dining table, movie chair, ironing board, and prayer altar. It didn't sigh. It's just old, she replied. Like your boxers. Look at it. It has more holes than sense. Jerry gasped and grabbed his chest like someone that received hot slap. You are insulting my heritage. This boxer has been with me since NYSC. Well, it's time to release it. Let it go and join your past. Jennifer shot back, laughing. Their apartment was small, hot, and always smelled like two people who were in love but tired of stepping on each other's toes, literally. Jerry, a 32-year-old banker, and Jennifer, a 28-year-old marketing executive, had been married for just 4 months. Life was sweet, but tight. Their one-bedroom apartment, which was where Jerry was staying before they got married, had no space for dreams, or visitors, or oxygen. They knew they needed to move into a bigger apartment. So when Jerry came home one evening shouting, "Babe, I've seen it, our new house," Jennifer dropped her spoon. Wait first, did you win a house or you saw it in a dream? I'm serious. There's a house in GRA, fine compound, 2-bedroom flat of 4 blocks of flats, new paint, big kitchen, enough space to roll on the floor and play with our future children. Jennifer jumped up. Are you serious? GRA care. Won't it be expensive? I already spoke with the agent and surprisingly, the rent is fair and the landlord just opened it yesterday. Nobody has even touched it. Jennifer blinked. Wait, it's new and no one has taken it yet? Jerry waved it off. The agent said it's just because it was freshly renovated. The man just finished painting and putting new doors. No issues at all. Jennifer smiled. Okay, if I go there and see old doors and cockroach committee, I will drag you by your birds. They went the next day. The house was indeed beautiful. The compound had space for 4 cars. The tiles in the kitchen were shining like they were threatening your eyes. The rooms smelled fresh. Even the bathroom had a heater and a bathtub. Jennifer was completely sold. They quickly met the landlord, who was soft-spoken, elderly, and looked like someone who gave Bible verses after collecting rent. I don't have time for nonsense, he had said gently. No loud music, no fighting. Keep the place clean and don't disturb your neighbors. Which was funny because they had no neighbors yet. The other 3 flats were empty. They paid 2 years' rent upfront and paid the agent his commission. We are moving in next week, Jennifer said, doing a victory dance in their one room. The next Saturday, they moved in with smiles, excitement, and 6 friends who were bribed with rice and malt. Welcome to your new kingdom, one of their friends shouted, dropping a box in the sitting room. Jennifer laughed. I beg, no kingdom without food. Let me set up the kitchen before hunger sets up inside me. The first week in the house was pure joy. No neighbors to disturb them, no landlord wahala. They spread themselves across the rooms like proud lizards. Babe, Jerry said one night, we now have 2 toilets. No more dragging toilet turns with me. Just don't spend eternity there, Jennifer giggled. In their new home, they cooked together, danced to loud music on their phones, and even had a corner they named Crying Space in case life became hard again. But life didn't. Well, not at first. The 6th week, Jerry bought a small speaker and played Burna Boy at full volume. No one complained because the other 3 flats were still empty. The house felt like peace until week 7. One night, Jennifer was in the kitchen when she heard footsteps, but Jerry was in the bedroom. Babe, she called out. Yeah? He replied. Are you walking? No, I'm lying down. She paused, wondering if her ears were deceiving her. That night, they both heard it, the soft sound of slippers dragging across tiles. They opened the door to check. Nothing. No one. Maybe it's just the house settling, Jerry said. Jennifer frowned. So why did the house settle like someone wearing bathroom slippers? They laughed it off, but Jennifer didn't sleep well. The next morning, she opened the kitchen and what she saw shocked her. Jerry was sitting on the toilet bowl, reading WhatsApp jokes and laughing like someone that swallowed Bluetooth speaker when Jennifer barged in, holding a wet mop and righteous anger. Jerry, see blood, real blood in my kitchen, not palm oil, not ketchup, blood. And you are here relaxing your intestines like you are in a hotel. Jerry blinked, wiped his face like a guilty cat. Blood? Where? In the kitchen. Come and see it. He got up and followed her reluctantly because his stomach was still bubbling like pepper soup on fire. When he got to the kitchen, the mark was still there, a long, thin, reddish trail near the gas cylinder. Jesus, Jerry muttered. Maybe rats entered that tomato paste and forgot some there. Jennifer folded her arms. Rats entered tomato paste and carried it to the floor? And which tomato paste are you talking about? Let's not jump to conclusions yet, darling. Are you on your monthly cycle? You know mistakes can happen and drops of it can drop here and there. Or it could be anointing oil that expired, Jerry said, scratching his head. Jennifer turned slowly and looked at him and muttered, God, is this the man I married? See, she said, this house is beginning to behave like it has childhood trauma. I don't understand what's going on. They cleaned it and moved on, or tried to. That week, small things started happening, like someone was playing spiritual hide and seek. It began with a missing spoon, then a fork, then one plate, then the pot cover vanished. Jennifer searched everywhere. Jerry, she said, if you are taking things to the office, just confess. He looked up from his laptop. Yes, I took the pot cover to my bank. That's what I now use to attend Zoom meetings. She hissed. 2 days later, their kitchen blender stopped working. Then the toaster. Then the new fridge. Babe, Jerry said, opening the fridge. It's like the fridge is now fasting. Jennifer opened the freezer and screamed. My chicken is sweating. Wait, how can fridge spoil, blender spoil, toaster spoil inside 1 week? Jerry laughed nervously. Maybe the house electrical wiring was not properly done. Then the worst happened. Jennifer came home one Friday with a thick company file. "Babe, I need to work on this for our Monday presentation. This file is the whole deal. If we win this contract, they may fly me to Dubai." "Then better keep it in the safe or under your armpits when you sleep," he said jokingly. Jennifer placed it on their reading table, showered, and went to bed. Next morning, the file was gone. As in, poof, vanished. No wind, no thief, no explanation. "Jerry, stop playing now. Where did you keep it?" Jerry looked like someone that was about to cry and confess to a crime he didn't commit. "I didn't touch it, oh. I swear on my job." They turned the house upside down, inside wardrobe, under mattress, inside fridge, even though it wasn't working. But there was nothing. By Monday, Jennifer's boss called her into the boardroom. "Jennifer, where is the file?" "Sir, I kept it on my table, but when I woke up, You kept it on your table and what? A ghost came to carry it?" Jennifer blinked. "Sir, I know how it sounds, but you are fired, and pray we don't sue you for negligence." And just like that, she lost her job. She walked out of that building like somebody that forgot her destiny at the gate. When Jerry got home, he hugged her. "Babe, I'm so sorry." While he was still hugging her, his own phone rang. It was his branch manager. "Jerry, where is the 7.8 million naira that left Mr. Lawal's account? You are the account officer." Jerry nearly collapsed. I don't know anything about that, sir." By the end of the week, Jerry was suspended. Jennifer was fired. Their blender was dead. Their TV was making weird noises, and the compound was still empty except for them. That night, Jennifer sat on the floor eating cold rice with a spoon that didn't match the plate. "I think this house is a thief," Jerry nodded slowly. "Or it's spiritually hungry." Jennifer looked around. "Babe, what if we are not mad? What if something is really wrong with this place?" Jerry sighed. "I've been thinking of it too, but I didn't want to say it before they would say it's village people paranoia." Jennifer stood up. "We need to ask questions, serious ones." The next morning, she walked to the small kiosk outside the street and bought pure water from Mama Joy, the woman who sold everything from biscuits to wisdom. "Mama Joy, abeg, this is our compound. Do you know anything about it?" she said, pointing at their building. Mama Joy paused. Then she leaned closer and lowered her voice. My child, that house, people don't last inside though." Jennifer's spine straightened. "Eh? What did you say?" "The last family that was there, the woman lost her pregnancy. The one before that, the man losing job. The wife ran mad. The other people ran in the night. They did not even collect their change." Jennifer's mouth fell open. "Mama Joy, why didn't anybody tell us before now?" Mama Joy shrugged. "You didn't ask questions now. Don't you know that when you want to move into a new place, you must ask questions about it first?" Jennifer opened her mouth to respond, but nothing came out. She went back home with a lot going through her mind. The next morning, Jennifer ran into the bedroom like Usain Bolt. "Jerry, the blender came on." Jerry, who was already standing at the wardrobe looking for clean boxers, froze. "It came on, but there's no light." "That's the point. It wasn't even plugged. It just started buzzing like a possessed mosquito." Jerry stood very still. Then he whispered, "Please, tell me the blender didn't say anything." "Jerry, is that what you're focusing on right now?" They both walked back to the kitchen slowly, like children approaching their wicked auntie's room. The blender was silent now, sitting on the kitchen counter as if it hadn't just tried to kill their peace. "I think this house is testing us," Jennifer said. "I think this house is actually warning us," Jerry replied. They sat down in silence until Jerry whispered, "Babe, should we sleep in the car tonight?" Jennifer nodded. At this point, even the car horn is more predictable than this house. But of course, they didn't sleep in the car because mosquitoes in Nigeria don't joke. They stayed indoors and prayed like people that just remembered God. By morning, Jerry called their pastor. Pastor Julius, a round man with the energy of a charging bull, picked the call. "Hello, Brother Jerry, you are calling early. Has the Lord finally touched you to sow a seed?" Pastor, the house we moved into, we don't even know if it is fertile or demonic. We need help." Pastor Julius came that evening wearing a big cross and carrying a bottle of anointing oil that looked like it was imported from Jerusalem via Abba. As soon as he stepped into the compound, he paused. Then he squinted. Then he said the kind of thing pastors say when drama is loading. I feel something is not right in this place." Jennifer muttered under her breath. "That makes 3 of us now." They welcomed him in. Pastor Julius walked from room to room, pouring oil on walls like he was trying to deep fry the building. He exclaimed. "Did you people pray before renting this place?" Jennifer and Jerry exchanged guilty glances. Jerry scratched his head. We prayed inside the car when we were coming to pay. And we said, 'God, take control,' before signing the rent receipt," Jennifer added. Pastor Julius hissed like someone who just drank bitter leaf juice. "That's not prayer, that is traffic prayer. You enter the spiritual house with ordinary cruise prayers." He entered the kitchen. He looked at the wall. Then he touched the wall. "Blood," he said softly. Jerry whispered, "But we wiped the one we saw." Pastor turned around. "Wiped what? You think ordinary mop can clean spiritual stains?" That evening, they held a powerful prayer session. Tongues were flying. Pastor Julius shouted like someone chasing away stubborn lizards. He placed his hand on Jennifer's head. "I see darkness around your job." Jennifer shouted, "It's already gone, Pastor." Then he turned to Jerry. "I see confusion in your workplace." Jerry replied, "The bank has suspended me already, sir." The pastor paused. You people are not even waiting for prophecy to mature before confirming it." By the time they finished, Pastor looked drained. "My children," he said, mopping sweat from his bald head with the church's quarterly newsletter, "you must leave this house. It's not just bad, it's cursed." Jennifer sat on the chair. "But we paid 2 years' rent, and we've only stayed here for 3 months. Pastor Julius pointed upward. "What is rent compared to destiny?" Jerry nodded slowly. "True, but destiny still needs a roof, sir." Pastor gave them a final advice. "Pray, fast, ask questions next time, and for the love of God, don't enter any house because of nice tiles or environment. Even Satan's palace is tiled." He left. That night, Jennifer lay awake, staring at the ceiling. "Jerry," she whispered, "what if we are already part of the house story? Like, what if in 5 years, people are warning others, 'Don't stay there, One fine couple named Jerry and Jennifer moved in and vanished. Jerry sighed. If I vanish, I hope it's into Dangote's bank vault. They laughed, but weakly, because fear had replaced joy in that house. The next day, they decided to investigate more. Jennifer walked down the street and stopped at a tiny barber shop. The barber was playing loud music and dancing while cutting hair. His customer's haircut was already shifting to one side, but nobody cared. "Excuse me," Jennifer said. "Can I ask you something, sir?" The barber turned down the music. "Ah, fine, auntie. Anything for you. Your husband is a lucky man, oh." Jennifer smiled weakly. "It's about the house down there, number 4A. The barber's face changed immediately. His dance ended. His clippers paused. "Ah, that house?" Jennifer's chest did boom. "What about it?" The barber leaned in. "Let me tell you, one guy stayed there, got married on a Saturday and lost his wife on Wednesday." Jennifer blinked. "Jesus." "Another one had twins. By the time she left, only one was remaining. Ha! One man was even taken to a psychiatric hospital after just 2 months. He said he was hearing drums in the toilet." Jennifer held her chest. "Why didn't the agent tell us?" The barber laughed. "Agent? My sister, agents don't sell truth. They sell commission." Jennifer came back from the barber's shop like someone who just returned from the land of bad news. She met Jerry sitting in the parlor, staring at their non-functional TV like it owed him an apology. "Jerry," she said quietly. He turned. "Yes, my jobless princess." She slumped beside him. "The house is confirmed mad. The barber said people have died, ran mad, lost a twin, and danced to spiritual drums in the toilet." Jerry blinked. "You say what? So the agent knew all this and still showed me this house?" Jennifer clapped her hands. "That agent, God will judge him. He told us the house was freshly renovated, which was why no one had rented it. He didn't tell us it was spiritually recycled." Jerry stood up. No, I'm not sitting down again. Let me go and look for this agent. If I don't remove at least one of his sideburns today, He stormed out in his house slippers and returned 20 minutes later. "Guess what, babe? The agent has blocked me." Jennifer raised her eyebrow. "On phone or in real life?" "Both. His shop is empty, his phone is off, and the woman next door said he moved to Cotonou." They stared each other, then both of them shouted at the same time, "We have been scammed, oh!" That night, Jerry had a dream. He was inside the compound, holding the house key, but when he opened the door, he didn't see the parlor. He saw a graveyard. He woke up sweating and called Pastor Julius again. "Pastor, I dreamt I entered my house and landed inside the Yaba cemetery." Pastor didn't even ask for details. He just said, "Pack out now." The next morning, Jennifer made the mistake of trying to talk to the landlord. She wore her jeans and church blouse, marched to the man's big bungalow beside the compound, and knocked on the gate. The gateman peeped out. "Who you dey find?" "Your oga. I need to ask him something urgent about our flat." The gateman looked nervous. "He is not around." Jennifer frowned. "But I just saw his car come in." The man scratched his head. Sometimes he disappears." Jennifer blinked. "Sorry, disappears?" The man realized he had said too much already. He disappears into prayer. Don't let him meet you here when he comes out, oh." Jennifer didn't argue. She just turned and walked away quickly. She came home and told Jerry. "Even the gateman is confused. He said the landlord disappears inside prayer. Who disappears inside prayer? Is he Elijah? Jerry whispered. Maybe that's why nobody stays long. Maybe the landlord is the ghost. Jennifer stared at him. Jerry stared back. Then he slowly began to pack their plates into a carton. I better be safe than sorry. That evening, they invited Pastor Julius again. This time, the man didn't even sit down. He walked in, poured anointing oil on the doormat and said, "This one is beyond casual prayer." He pulled out 3 long sticks of candle, placed one in each room, and lit them like he was about to call down thunder. Some houses are not just built with blocks, they are built with blood, the pastor said. Jennifer felt cold all the way to her toes. The pastor walked around muttering in tongues. Then he stopped in front of the guest room. "This room," he said, "something happened here." Jennifer and Jerry looked at each other. "But we don't even use that room," Jerry said. "Exactly," the pastor said. "That's why it's angry." Jennifer gasped. I don't understand, Pastor." The pastor placed his hand on the door and began to pray. Suddenly, the candle in the sitting room went out and the window slammed shut. Jerry jumped like someone whose generator just exploded. "Pastor!" he shouted. "The house is clapping back!" But Pastor didn't flinch. He sprayed more oil. "I bind every spirit of unemployment, misfortune, dryness, and disappearance in this house." Jennifer added her own. "And spiritual thieves that are carrying my work file." By the end of the session, everyone was sweating, shaking, and emotionally tired. Pastor turned to them. "Listen carefully. I will continue praying, but both of you must leave this house. Save whatever money you can. Ask questions before you move next time. Pray before you pack in. Investigate before you decorate." They nodded like obedient school children. Meanwhile, while looking for another house, they became more prayerful. The very next week, Jennifer got a call from an old HR manager she once worked with. "We have an opening. Are you available?" Jennifer didn't wait to blink. "Yes, ma." 2 days later, Jerry also got an SMS alert from his former bank. "The investigation has been resolved. The missing funds were traced to a cyber fraud. You have been cleared. If you are still interested, you can resume work immediately and all your salary arrears will be paid in full with some compensation." Jerry screamed so loud their neighbor's dog barked. The same week, they both got their jobs back. Jennifer turned to Jerry one evening as they were eating bread and sardine and said, "God is restoring us, but this house doesn't want us to rise. We have to go immediately." Jerry nodded. "I've already packed most things. I'm waiting for the day we will find a new place. Even if we live in one room again, I prefer that to waking up and finding out that our microwave went on evangelism." They both laughed, but their eyes were serious. Within a month, they found a beautiful new apartment in a well-populated area. They didn't just pray over it. They asked 11 neighbors, 2 security guards, and a coconut seller outside the gate if the house had any strange pattern. 3 months after moving in, Jennifer got pregnant. 6 months later, they bought land. And 1 year later, their own house was already in decking level. As they stood in front of their building site, holding hands, Jennifer turned to her husband. "Babe, can you believe we almost died because of fine house in GRA?" Jerry laughed. "Thankfully, we made it out alive, although our blender, toaster, fridge and television paid the price. I'm sure the spirit in that house was lacking cooking utensils and entertainment, so it had to take hours." They both burst into laughter. Moral of the story: before you move into a house, Ask questions, ask neighbors, ask Google, ask your pastor, and most importantly, ask God. Because sometimes it's not rent you pay, it's your destiny you'll be negotiating. Thank you so much for watching the story. Please let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Have you or anyone you know ever moved into a house and started experiencing weird things? Please let me know. And before you leave, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and also click the notification bell beside the subscribe button to be notified each time I drop a new video. Until I come your way again soon, stay happy.